So for this one, I'm going to go and do inches and do 8 by 11. RGB mode's fine. And then I'm going to do create. And then I'm going to go and grab my headshot. Oh, that's super huge. So, yes, if your picture comes in super big, you can size it on down. Okay. And just to do proportion wise, I might even do more like that. Doesn't have to be perfect. Okay, but once I have that, I'm going to lock it. So I'm going to go over here to layers, lock it, and then create a new layer. And so to show you guys some of the updated features, after doing Illustrator with you guys so far, I try every year to do a new one if I've learned new skills. And so just to show you this, for me, I would probably start with my eyes. So I'm going to get the ellipses tool, and then I'm going to get the add anchor point tool. That's going to create my eye shape. And for the stroke, I'm going to kind of use my eyedropper tool to try to match a shade. And I'm probably going to go lighter for me. I'm going to switch that over to my stroke. And on my inside, I'm going to do white. Okay. So I can either try to go with the pen tool and try to do this, or I can change up my ellipses. Totally up to me. I can go here and try to edit it. Maybe bring this one in just ever so slightly and do like that. And then size it down to my size. And then I'm going to copy paste and transform, reflect. There we go. So put this off to the side for a second. I'm going to go get my ellipses tool, drag it out, try to match this to my eye color. So the eyedropper tool is really helpful here. I know I have a lighter blue, so I may try to match it to that. Size it down just a little bit. And put it there. So you want to fill up the whole eye there. And then do another ellipses. This one's smaller. And that one I'm going to make black. And you can see like little lights there. So I'm going to get even smaller ellipses. Make it white. And add that over here. And I can even change my transparency here. So these are just tips that I know from having done this. This is my, fourth, fifth time doing this. I did this project whenever I was y'all's age. So it's just different tricks I've learned. There we go. And I'm going to move this. Copy, paste. Move it over here. And then I'm going to group this. So right click, group, group. So there we go there. And then, so that's my eyes. I know some of my tips for the lips. It's a little bit harder to do teeth, just to be honest. But trying to do an ellipses again. This time I'm going to match my lips as best I can. Might make it a slightly pinker color. And then I'm going to get my anchor point tool and try to match that a little bit. So it's a little bit easier than using the pen tool, which in my other tutorials I use the pen tool pretty heavily. Then I can use my direct selection tool if I want to help guide that shape just a little bit. There we go. I'm going to copy and paste. Let's see. And reflect this. So that's one way I can, if I wanted to. I could just reflect, or I could go over here and do a ellipses and another ellipses. And then unite them into one. And do it that way. Might be a little bit easier. Using that add anchor point tool will also help me have a little bit thinner lips happening there. Okay, so remember, this is like a caricature of yourself, so it's not a huge deal if everything matches. But I am going to get my brush tool, and I'm going to try to match skin tones just a little bit. I can try to come around here and see that's a really big brush stroke. So I can click on that, make a smaller one there. So I'm just doing my outline here, so that when I do my actual face, there will be an outline there. I can get a little ellipses and help create the nostril there. Cool. So that's my nose, my eyes, my mouth, pretty easy there. Let's see, pen tool wise, I can go and grab, hold on. I'm going to go around my face. Very easy pen tool to do. Some people might enjoy just doing the ellipses. It's a little bit easier to get the shape of your face if you use the pen tool. Okay, and then I can just flip this and see it covers it up. Change my face to a little bit lighter, and then go over here to my layers. And I could have different layers if I wanted to for each part of my face. That's totally normal. Or I can have them separate. So I wanted to, I could do a layer here and label it face, and then put that one down. So that makes it a little bit easier, so then I can lock it and not mess with it. If I want to be able to see more, obviously, of my face, it is a little bit easier to unlock it or even hide it for now. So I'm going to hide that for right now so I can go and do my other parts of my face. So not too bad so far. I'm going to go and get the brush tool. And let's see. Come up here, try to do my eyebrows. Eyedropper tool. Brush tool. So again, the brush, that's pretty thick. So I'm going to go and size that down real tiny. And then use my brush tool to create little hairs here. And see, it's kind of hard to see what's happening there. So if I go here to this layer and unlock it, I can pull my opacity down a little bit. Let's see. Hold on. And turn it down where I can see a little bit easier. Lock that, and then come over here to my brush and keep going. So I can do that. I can also go and pick my brush stroke there and then go over here to stroke. I can make them round cap if I wanted to. I can go and here and use my charcoal tool. That's going to make it a little bit more hairy look to it. So if I do that, I'll show you the charcoal. See, that creates more of the hair effect. So just play around with your brushes. Okay. And then, of course, my eyelashes. So I'm doing them first, and then I'm going to show you the group here. I'm going to arrange, bring to front so that the eyelashes are kind of behind it. That helps out. There we go. And then as far as my teeth go, depends on if I really want to keep it there. I could join these two and just make lips. Or if I want to do teeth, I can do teeth. Teeth are a little not great to do. They're a little bit harder to do. But I am going to create a different layer here for my hair. And just show you what I do. It's that charcoal look. And I know my hair is kind of red in this picture, so I'm going to switch to that. And let's see. I can also change this to a gradient since I have different colors if I want to. So I could go here. Let's see. If I wanted to, I could go use my pencil tool or pen tool to do that. But I think for this one, I'm just going to brush it out. And it's just creating a hair look. So the more I do here, the more texture it's going to have, the more strands I do. But if I want to do, I can also pen tool my hair and then add strands if I want to. It's totally up to me. Because eventually what's going to happen is over here on our layers, this is what I would be left with. So obviously I want more there. So I can even select some of that, copy and paste it in to create that so I'm not having to redo the wheel here. Okay. And then on a new layer, I'm going to, let's see. I'm going to pen tool this one. Oh, hold on. See, it got stuck on my hair, so I need to lock that for now. So I was using the curvature tool, and then I switched over to the pen tool. And make that black. Switch to that. And then copy paste. Let's see. Arrange or transform and reflect. Don't want to reflect that way. There we go. Okay, and then okay, I'm gonna match that to my skin tone. Bring that down just a little bit to give it some dimension there. And then add in an anchor point there so that I can do this. Let's see. There we go. Layer it down below my face so that way I can stretch this on up. It's going to be back behind my face. And then on this layer, I'm going to put it below so that way it creates like that. Sorry guys, it's really cold in my room, so you can hear my nose giving in. Let's see. There we go. So I would add in age lines and other stuff to this. I'm going to do that off camera. And then I would write here would be 2024. And then if I want to add a background, I can just do, let me see, the layer here, do another layer so that it's at the bottom. And be able to do a rectangle. There we go. So I would just finish that up and then I would be done. I just got to add in my age lines and fill in my hair and stuff. So I can do that off screen. I'll show you guys the finished product.